I want to bring on friend of the show, Leon Yin. He is a data journalist with the Markup. Last year, Leon and Adrianne Jeffries published an investigation that found Google gave itself 41% of real estate on search engines. Now they've done a similar study on Amazon. Leon, thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
It's great to be back. Good morning.
Good morning. The pleasure is always ours. Tell us about the study that you're working on with Amazon and how it intersects with your study for Google.
Right. So last year, my partner, Adrianne Jeffries, as you mentioned, we want to know how much of the page Google was giving itself. So we scraped a bunch of searches and developed a methodology of doing that. And then in the year since, we've been trying to do the same with Amazon. So we collected thousands of popular searches on Amazon and then developed a way to find all of the products that are Amazon's private label or exclusive to Amazon. So we collected thousands of searches there. And what we found is that these products have an advantage in search. So they're often placed in front of competitors who have better star ratings and more reviews. So they seem like they're superior products, but Amazon places their own first. We also found that they're disproportionately placed in the top spot. So about 60% of the top spot goes to ads, so you can buy your way up. The rest of the 40% are evenly split between Amazon's own brands and competitors. However, Amazon's products only take up about 6% of all products and the competitors about 77%. So they're the same proportion, put in the top, but they're disproportionately placed there.
Wow. Okay. I know we just kind of got into the weeds here real fast. Yeah. But damn. I just want to accentuate the conversation with, damn, you mean to tell me Amazon products only represent about 6% of the competition? But wait, no, you got to give me that number again. I don't want to misspeak it. Give me that last data point that you said 77% is actually coming from the competition. Help me with that data.
Right. So when we looked at thousands of popular search results, we found that Amazon placed its own products the top 20% of the time, and competitors also got 20% of the time at the top. However, Amazon's own products make up a tiny proportion of all products, 7% or 6%, sorry, whereas competitors are about 77%. Not only that, we got more stats. We got a lot of stats. We tried to predict what product Amazon would place in the top, and we compared the first two, right? So we looked at differences between star reviews, between ratings, whether the product was Amazon or not, and several other features. And we only need to know if the product was going to be Amazon or not to predict what Amazon put at the top. We got that right 75% of the time, just with knowing if the product would be Amazon or not.
So help me understand this question. It's their platform, right? Should we have an expectation? You got to excuse me. I'm trying to clear my throat here. Should we have the expectation that Amazon would do anything other than this? I mean, it's their platform. They're trying to promote their stuff. Like this obviously doesn't give anyone else a fair opportunity. It obviously, when Amazon is becoming the entirety of the internet marketplace, we have some inherent contradictions, some conflicts. If Amazon is going to be the only place on the planet to buy stuff, there's got to be some equity there, right?
That's right. I mean, Amazon dominates e-commerce. They dominate commerce. They're the largest retailer outside of China. They're about to eclipse Walmart in sales, both online and offline, right? So they're about to surpass Walmart in sales. And we actually did a survey of about 1,000 US adults to ask what they thought Amazon would put in the top. Only about 17% thought that Amazon would put its own product at the top. The rest of people either didn't know or assumed it would be the best product in terms of price or reviews. So people don't expect Amazon to be placing their products at the top. And this is why I think Congress is putting in these bills about big tech and self-preferencing, because Amazon dominates the e-commerce market. If you are a retailer and you want to sell online, you have to do through Amazon. I think 9 out of 10 sales, I believe, for e-commerce are through Amazon or something like that. I need to check that, but it's quite proportional. Yeah. And we talked to sellers too. So we didn't just crunch the numbers, but we talked to sellers. We met sellers who spent tens of thousands of dollars a month on ads just to put their product highly on search. But then Amazon will come in and create their own product and it'll immediately rank highly in search. So all that money and the work to like you do SEO and get reviews doesn't really matter when you're competing with Amazon.
It doesn't matter because they own the entire thing. Go ahead, James. I'm back.
Right. I was about to say it makes sense because unfortunately I still buy certain things off Amazon, and with certain products, especially some of like, let's say speaker equipment, headphones or anything else, they always put those brands at the top. And you think that, okay, it's the Amazon choice or Amazon preferred, it must be a better buy. 9 times out of 10, it is not at all. So this is crazy just to know that, because my thought process was Amazon products, so they're at the top, then this must be a better product to use. And let me go ahead and try it. But most times I skip right past it. Yeah.
James, you nailed it, man, because when whatever shows up at the top of the search engine wins. Yep. Wins. And Amazon is not playing, they're not just playing Monopoly, okay? They're playing world domination here. If I could, and now this is commentary coming from me, not Leon and his organization or Adrianne, the Markup. What I'm about to say is purely Ben Dixon. Jeff Bezos on the screen right now. This company that he created is playing for world domination because they own the infrastructure of the internet digitally. If you have a website on the internet, chances are it's going through Amazon Web Services. Right, Leon? Am I wrong or is that right?
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Amazon Web Services is a huge backbone of the web, for sure.
Then they also now own logistics. And I do mean it in that generic sense because they're effing everywhere. Forget about the story of FedEx and they're buying airplanes. Pull up the B-roll of those brothers working for Amazon, driving through every neighborhood in every city across the country. Amazon owns logistics, and all it costs for you to get your delivery Prime next day is for their drivers to be urinating in pee bottles. That's it. Yep. And now, Leon, what you're saying is that's not enough. They own the backbone of the internet. They own logistics and delivery. I mean, they're getting positioned to just replace the UPS. I mean, the United States Postal Services, right? That's not enough. Now they want cheap manufacturing too, because they're prioritizing all their crappy little products and putting them at the top, all knowing they're going to burn out and break in the next 6 months. And we're going to come right back to search for a replacement. And there at the top is going to be the upgraded model of the same piece of crap we just threw away from Amazon. Leon, am I a conspiracy theorist?
I wouldn't say you're conspiracy theorists. I mean, they're definitely dominating the market. And they've left a legacy where if you're an e-commerce company, and even if you're not in America, you strive to be the Amazon of X, right? Like that's a thing you hear founders talk about all the time, right? Like we're going to be the Amazon of pet supplies or the Amazon of vacuums, right? There are other countries like in Korea, they have adopted, companies have adopted the Amazon model of instant gratification. And their delivery workers dying of exhaustion, an alarming rate because they can't keep up, right? So no one can keep up, right? So by setting the standard, it's a significant thing to think about long term and what it means for businesses to try to compete.
Wow, James, that next day delivery, man, that thing is a powerful thing, man.
It is. And now, of course, especially now that they offer, you can get it delivered now in the next 3 or 4 hours at no additional fee. You can get it delivered overnight for no additional fee. So you're right, man. And
then they try same day delivery, but I guess that you just said that, but in some areas they don't even try it, right? I was thinking in Boston there was a carved out area called Roxbury, the blackest part of Boston. They didn't do same day delivery there, but I digress. That's a whole different conversation, Leon. I didn't want to bring you in on all that because, you know, I will pull you down into the rabbit hole of the revolution. Leon, tell people how they can support your work, man, and what you have coming up next.
Yeah, you can find us at themarkup.org. We're a nonprofit newsroom, so we release stuff. All our data methodology is available there too. I'm Leon Yin at Twitter. Send me tips. I'm working on news stories now about tech and auditing tech. So let me know. And we got a fun thing coming out at the end of the month. So I can't say more, but we got a fun thing coming out.
We like fun. We like
nice.
Hey, listen, we like fun and we like Easter eggs, so keep that on ice for us and let us know what's coming up. Right. Listen, can you just listen? And as we get ready to get out of here, we were talking about my YouTube channel. And I kind of just threw up my hands on YouTube. I keep using it because there's a wonderful audience there. Shout out to everyone watching on YouTube. We love you all. But what was the number? You were looking at the data. I don't know if you remember off the top of your head, but it caught me off guard. How many of the videos that you researched were being demonetized or red flagged or whatever the correct phrasing in your research? Do you remember that number?
I don't off the top of my head, but this is definitely something I want to look into, especially why your channel's not doing better because you're doing everything right.
I think
and
you
I'm
told
not just
me.
pandering there.
No. Oh, well, thank you. If we appreciate it. We try to make it do what it do, baby. That's all. But I remember you saying somewhere around 70% of our videos were flagged by
That's
YouTube.
right. I looked at your videos and saw how many were, I think, age restricted, and it looked like it was about 7 out of 10 of the last 100 were not considered appropriate for all ages.
7 out of 10.
What?
7 out of 10, James. How am I supposed to feel? Anyway, Leon, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you for coming on, brother.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Let's talk more about YouTube.
Let's do that.
Oh,
find
man,
me
yes, please.